Hello everyone, welcome back to another tier list video. Today we're going to be doing bug type Pokemon. Now, there's not a lot of bug types actually, but a lot of these bug types are single bug types, so this should be an interesting tier list. Let's get into it. First we have Caterpie. Caterpie, the bug type, I got to put C. Metapod, uh, has to be F tier, you know. This is the Pokemon you hope you find in the Viridian Forest so you can grind levels. So I think he has to go F tier. Butterfree, I'm gonna put Butterfree in B tier. Butterfree doesn't really have anything super special to bring it up, but it's a decent Pokemon in TCG Pocket. Oh, this is Gigantamax Butterfree, right? I never actually used it. I don't think I've ever even had a Gigantamax capable Butterfree. But I'm just gonna have to put it B tier as well. I feel like we can follow suit here a little bit with Weedle. I think Weedle, because of Poison Sting, actually might be a bit better than Caterpie. Only because of the poison. We'll put Weedle in B tier. I think Kakuna as well as Metapod has to go F tier. I like Beedrill a little more. And Mega Beedrill is actually pretty decent. I'm gonna have to put them both A tier. I think Weedle outshines Caterpie a little bit, in my opinion. And I'm only saying that because of poison. Paris and Parasect. I'm gonna have to put Paris as a bug type. I'm gonna have to put it C tier and Parasect B tier. I don't think they. I think I think that's where they go. I feel like that's where they should go. Venonat and Venomoth. Venonat and Venomoth. I'm gonna have to put Venonat. I don't know. This is a tough one. I feel like C and B are kind of like the where everything's going right now. Scyther, I think Scyther is B tier, Caesar's A tier, and Mega Caesar. Ooh, I don't want to put it S tier, but I kind of do only because of that design. I really like Mega Caesar. I'm gonna do it. I think Caesar goes to S tier, Mega Caesar. I like that design a lot. Pinsir, Pinsir will probably go. Pinsir's a very strong Pokemon, like based. It's gonna go A tier. I think Mega Pinsir is gonna stay A tier. I don't think I've ever used. Actually, you know what? I think Mega Pinsir might go S tier. I have used him, but I don't think I used him a lot. It's gonna stay A tier actually. Ladybug and Lydian. I really like both of these because Ladybug actually has a lot of pretty versatile. I'm gonna put B and A tier. This combo is pretty easy to get early on in the games, and I think this is a Pokemon that can stay in your team throughout the entire game. Spinarak and Ariados. Spinarak C tier, Ariados D tier. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna put Yanmega A tier with potential to S, but I'm not gonna put it. I think A, B, and A. It's because this is a good one. This is a really good Pokemon. Pineco C tier. Fortress. Oh, dude, F tier. You know what I mean? This is the first shiny hunt I ever did where I actually failed the shiny quite miserably because he used self destruct immediately. He stays in F tier just because of that. Shuckle. Okay, so I love Shuckle. S tier. Shiny Shuckle is like, oh my god. I used to have a book where it was talking about, it was like a scholastic book or something, a Pokemon one, where it would said like Shuckles, they plug them up with corks or something and they like make juice out of the shell. I don't even know how it works, but there's like Shuckle juice or something. I don't know. It's weird. But cool Pokemon. Heracross, love the shiny. I think this is like Pinsir. I think both of their megas have potential to go to S, but I don't think they. I don't want them to go to S. You know what I mean? They might to some people, but I don't think for me they cross over to S tier. Wurmple, uh, kind of a C tier. This one too is an F tier, right? Beautyfly is kind of mid as well. I feel like Dustox has more capabilities than Beautyfly, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that there and this guy there. I feel like Dustox and Beautyfly, it's the same as Beedrill and Butterfree. Surskit. C tier. Masquerain or Rain, whichever way you say it. B tier. I really don't think it goes higher than that. Oh, this is a good line here, okay? So Shedinja or this is what's the name? Ninkata, right? Shedinja used the right way is S tier. I'm gonna put it S tier. Ninjask also used the right way is S tier. I think these two bugs are like they're really good. They're really good. These two are C tier. I've never used them. They're kind of I feel like I'm wrong here, but I don't really ever pick them up in any game. They're kind of like, except for Scarlet and Violet, right? They're kind of everywhere, but they're kind of like rarer finds in the older games, right? Maybe I'm tripping. Uh, Armaldo's line. I would put pretty high. I think it's B and A tier. This is a good Pokemon. This is like one of the good fossils. Cricketots and Cricketoon. Cricketots B tier. Cricketoon C tier. They're not that great. I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, but is this a Burmy without the leaves? I don't even think this form actually exists. This must be like an anime special or something. Because that is horrendous. I'm gonna put that F tier because it looks ugly. these guys, they're all the same for me, okay? But I will put the pizza guy higher because I like the pizza more. Just kidding. Um, yeah, no, I don't. I've never really used these guys. I'm like probably the worst person to rank these guys because I don't use them, and I think I just completely ignored them whenever I played Diamond and Pearl. So I think I'm gonna have to put them all. All of these probably go C tier to me, right? And I think these will go B tier with the pizza one going A tier. And I think that's pretty what I'm gonna go with. And even the evolve form, or this isn't the evolve form. This guy, right? My bad. Probably just goes here. Yeah, I do that. Um, these guys, Homeby and Vespiquen. Homeby has like no real use, I feel, unless you get a female to evolve into Vespiquen. And Vespiquen is not a terrible Pokemon. I'll put it A tier. Okay, I didn't know Skorupi. So Drapion isn't bug type, but Skorupi is. I think Skorupi is pretty decent. I'll put it B tier. Bug type. Um, Arceus can go A tier. These guys as bug types is kind of weird for me. I know for the grass type tier list, I put Swadloon on top, and I think I'm gonna do similarly the same thing here. But I think as a bug type, maybe this works better. I'll put Levani up there too. I love this line. I love the Scolipede line. I think it looks like really, really dope. This is like one of the only bug types that I think genuinely looks super duper cool. So I'm gonna put C B A. I think it gets cooler as it evolves. Dwibble and Crustle is probably one of the, I don't know, as a bug type, I'm gonna put, I know this guy gets some good moves, that's why. I think C and B. Crustle's kind of goated at Unite. Kerblast, right? And I forgot this guy's name. For coolness factor, that guy just instantly goes to A tier. Kerblast goes to D tier. Joltik, I'll put C tier, and I think Galvantula actually can go into A tier. It's a decent Pokemon for a bug type. These guys the same thing. I feel like Shelmet can go beat C tier. Yeah, I'll put C tier, and I'll put Aceligor, I think his name is. I think it's Aceligor and Aceliseor or something like that. I forget. Durant is like, Durant is kind of weird for me. I don't really like Durant. I don't think anybody uses a Durant, so I feel like Durant's more like could go lower. Volcarona and Larvesta. These are interesting picks. I can go A tier and B tier. I think that'll be good. Genesect, S tier. Okay, so Vivillon or Vivillon, however you say it. Scatterbug, Spupa. Scatterbug is a probably C tier. Spupa is probably a D tier. And I think Butterfly has to go. I'm tempted to put it S tier just because of the forms. You know what I mean? The forms give you something to collect, and I think that adds coolness factor to it. Grubbin. Grubbin's line. Grubbin C tier. Charjabug B tier, and the Vikavolt A tier. I think that works. I think that works. Like I said in the electric type, that this guy is super slow and super weak, right? And that's how I put him kind of low. I don't know. I'm torn with this guy because he is cool. It's just he is super slow. I'm gonna have to put him into B tier, I think. I think his speed is also nerfing him just everywhere he goes. Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie. Cutie Fly. And Rabombi. Rabombi A tier. Cutie Fly B tier. Araquanid S tier. Dewpider B tier. Galisopod A tier. Wimpod C tier. Silvally bug type C tier. Buzzwole S tier. Pheromosa S tier. It's something like that, right? Was it Blip Bug or whatever? Blippy, Skippy, Dippy, Orbeetle. This guy D tier. He's ugly. You don't keep this guy here. This guy's C tier. Orbeetle A tier, and Gigantamax Orbeetle S tier. I love this Pokemon. The Gigantamax of Orbeetle is just insanely cool. Oh, this is a bug line I really like. So I'll put Sizzlepede in A tier, Centiskorch S tier, and Gigantamax Centiskorch S tier as well. Frostmoth and this guy goes D tier. Frostmoth can go A tier. Cleavor, I'm gonna put Cleavor in S tier because I actually really love Cleavor. Tarantula is B tier, and this guy, was Spidops is A tier. Low kicks and Nimble is C tier. Low kicks is A tier. I do like low kick. This guy has an ugly face. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy's face up close. But Roller, B tier. I've never used this guy actually. I caught the shiny in the game, but I never used him. So I'll keep him B tier as well. Silverwing, whatever this guy's name is. I know people like him a lot. I actually don't. I don't think he's cute. I think he's ugly. And people put him S tier because he's cute. I'm gonna put him into A tier because I think he's a decent Pokemon, but I don't think he's cute, and I don't think he's anything everyone else says he is. So I don't even remember its name. But yeah. This is the bug tier list. I feel like this is kind of a pretty decent. I don't know what this thing is at all. Let's take this guy out of the list, right? I can't take him out of the list. Sad. I don't know. This thing is ugly. I don't even know why they have it here. But anyways, yeah, this is the tier list. I guess we should put it in order, right? The best and the last. I think Genesect is the best bug type. No, I'm gonna say Buzzwole, just because I like Buzzwole. The least, I'll leave Cleavor because Cleavor could go to A tier. I think that works. I think that's pretty good. Best A tier. Nah. Let's put Arceus. Best bug A tier. No, Golisopod. What am I talking about? And for the worst, Ribombi. For B tier, Scyther. And the worst will be Vikavolt because of that speed. C tier, they're all kind of trash tier, I'm not gonna lie. Pineco, I guess. And for the lowest tier, we'll put Scatterbug. This is an interesting one. I'll put Combi at the top, and I will put Gatot at the end. Let's put Snom at the top. For F tier, boom. There you go. I think that works. Yeah, I think that's the tier list, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this guy being here. You know what? Boom. That's what I say about that. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.